What's up, YouTube? So my name is PJ's Chess, and I'll show you a game today where I actually was losing and I powered through. I kept playing after I messed up, and I just want to show the importance of not resigning as soon as you mess up. I had 85% accuracy, and you'll see I make a very bad mistake in the beginning. Also, I recently hit 2,000, or got back to 2,000. I'm 2,000 exactly. Obviously, it can go down, but it just feels good to be back visually around there. I have a video about that game probably coming out tomorrow. So thank you for clicking on this video. Make sure you subscribe and like, and let's get straight into this one. So we'll start the game review. They went F4, something I have seen a lot in the last 2 days, but before that I hadn't really seen it at all as a first move. I go E6. I should have went D5, but I go E6. They go knight to F3, pawn to D5, pawn to E3. I go pawn to C5, the best move order so far. Even though I haven't played against this, I'm playing a sort of French defense setup. It's one of my favorite openings, an opening I know pretty well. I would say that is my most theorized opening. I know the London system pretty well as well. But they go pawn here to B3, looking to fianchetto shadow this bishop in this long diagonal. I go knight to C6. They go bishop here to B5, bishop to D7, excuse me. Although knight here was better, I was not trying to go knight here to E7. I wanted to go knight to F6. That was my idea. But they go bishop B2. There's a lot of diagonal as I mentioned. So now I can move my bishop, but I'm sure. Oh, A6. Wow. I should have went F6. I was not going to say F6. I was probably going to go here. That's what I was going to suggest. Knight to F6. But that's incorrect. I should have went F6. Okay. But I go A6. That's one of the inaccuracies. But this is not the mistake that I was discussing at the beginning. They take my knight. I take with the bishop. Knight here to E5. Queen here to C7. Pawn here to D3. Knight here to F6. And knight to D2. So right here, this is all pretty normal stuff. We're both developing. I can castle queenside, but I want to castle kingside. They can also castle kingside and queenside very quickly. I go on bishop to E7, the best move, castles. And I don't like castling opposite sides, so I actually decide to castle kingside as well. Although B5 was my best move. They go rook here to, to F3. And this is where my mistakes start to occur. You'll see very shortly what happens. But they go rook to F3. I thought that I had a great move of D4, so I go for it. And the reason I thought this was good was I saw D4, rook over, take, and I thought that was good. And this in itself is bad too, but I, for whatever reason, just missed the E4, which is actually an inaccuracy, but during the game, it felt like my plan got stopped. I go bishop here to D6, looking to attack the knight, looking to attack this pawn. They do knight x C6, and now what I have to do is bishop, is bishop captures. I gave up the mistake, but I need to do bishop captures this pawn. Now the reason is this knight is going to end up being trapped, so it's fine. So if I do, I'm actually winning after bishop captures or knight a5. What? Bishop captures h2 check. King h1. Knight g4. Knight f1. F5. Queen e2. Wow, this is a very long line. Oh, and then they can. Why can't they just go here? Oh yeah, no. So the computer wanted me to just lose the piece anyway. So maybe that's why it wasn't too bad, because that was actually a drawn position, or if the computer plays it. But I mess up nonetheless. I take the knight here on c6, and I miss e5. Now after e5, I started to think, man, I messed up again. But I didn't want to quit. This was actually a warrant game before a chess tournament I played yesterday, where I beat a 22-7. You have a video where I mentioned that. I don't have the game. I wish I could have shown the game. But I beat a 2270 in blitz over the board, so that felt pretty good. This is a warm-up game, and because it's a warm-up game, I say all I have to say. I didn't want to resign or quit. I don't want to do that anyways, because I can mess up in a real tournament. But as you see, I'm minus 3.6, and I have 85% accuracy. From this point on, I played pretty accurate despite being down a piece. They go knight here to F1. I go b5. This is an accuracy, but I play this again. This is the only way. Because if you play what the computer says, minus 2.4, you're going to lose. Like you're going to lose if you play all the best moves. There's nothing going to happen. So you have to try and create some chance. So even though it's minus 3.8, there's between that and 2.8, 2.4 is really minuscule when you're considering if you're going off the eval bar, you'd be playing the best moves, and they play the best moves as well in that hypothetical. So I'll lose anyway. So I go for something. They go h3. Knight back. For some reason, I didn't even see this pawn. I would have taken that. That I will say I should have done, but I missed it somehow, some way. But they go queen here to e2, protecting it. I go knight here to f5. Bishop drops back. I push pawn to a5 because I was thinking the only way I can do anything is on the queen side. The king side is not mine. It's theirs. They have a rook. They have a queen. This can get active. A knight they can jump in. That is a horrible arrow. They have a knight that can jump in, right? They have a rook that can get over. Queen, bishop. You get the idea. They just have a lot of pieces aiming this side of the board where I have one. This queen cannot easily get there. Maybe down, over. Like obviously not that diagonal, but that's the only way it could exert any pressure. So I understood that I had to go for the queen side if I wanted any chance. They go bishop to f4. Go pawn here to a4. Rook goes over to to e1. I capture, they capture. I go pawn here to c4. Again, this is just trying to create any type of chance to win. They take, I take, and they don't take. Now this actually threw me off. If they take the pawn, I think they may just be winning, or they're still winning. But like, there's no chance for me to do anything if they just take. But they don't. Now for a queen trade, I avoided by attacking this, and now they're kind of hesitant to take because I'm attacking this. The rook can come down, and then they play the best move. I play the second best move. And after pawn here to g4, knight back, I start to get some inkling that maybe I can win. Now, I end up winning, obviously, but this is not the spot I should have started feeling that. I'm still minus 2.7, but that's what I was thinking, just letting you know. They go knight here to g3, and they actually, well, I'm going to spoil it. I go rook here to, to b8. They go bishop to g5. Move my knight, because if one, I can't drop it, but two, moving back to protect it to trade also is not good. They move their rook over. I move my rook down. And the important thing about this is now this rook is frozen. But the other good thing is this knight cannot get to this square easily. Well, there. But you can see that's 4 moves. 1, 2, 1, 2, moving that and moving that. That's 4 moves. So it's not easy. And even then I could go h6. So they can't really get to this. And they don't have a light square bishop. And even if they put the queen there, they would use the queen as a battering ram, which you don't want to do. They'd have to triple up with the rook and then queen for that to work. And again, before they could do all that, I'd have time to react. So that's the one good thing about that attack for me. There's not too much to worry about besides keeping the rook there. So I have a knight, a rook, and a queen to try and win. I drop the queen back to e2. I go knight here, what is this, to b4. Rook over, knight down. And here I thought I actually blundered after this. Like, I'm still losing, obviously. But I find queen back. Now, this is an accuracy. Honestly, this is another one I'd play again. I think if I play the best move, I'll lose. There's just nothing that makes them think. Like, if I go back, this is very simple. What they have to do to try and come back. But now, I put some pressure on them. They drop their bishop back, and look, they're making an accuracy. I make one back. That one was a miscalculation. I would go... No, is it? I don't know. What was the best move? It was knight back. But look at... nah. Because let's do the analysis board. So if I go knight b4, bishop x, cx, rook b1, knight d5. Oh, this is still good, but after 94, this square is stopped. Yeah, I still like what I did a little bit better in terms of trying to win. Now, obviously, that was a less losing position, but I'm trying to win. Like, I'm not trying to lose and extend the game out as long as I can. I go rook over here as they don't have the doubled up here anymore, and my queen can easily drop back if needed. They do move their queen forward, attacking my rook. I move my rook out the way. This is covered, the checkmating square. Now, I have to get an h6 soon. They might go over. Queen can drop or drop, depending on where they go to protect this square. So everything is one move away. They take a pawn. A pawn here to h6. They take another pawn, and I almost gave up here. But I was like, let's keep going. I offer a rook trade. They accept. I give a check. And now I'm like, maybe there's something, as there's pressure on this knight. They do have these passed pawns, but they're both a square away from really impacting the game. They go queen back to d2. I go rook here. What is this, to d4? Yes. I probably should put the numbers in letters, but I know them. They go c3. Rook drops back, attacking this pawn, hopefully getting them to mess up. So they were to go like knight here, just rook x d3. Maybe knight here, takes. And this is winning. Oh, takes. And this is winning, but not the simplest conversion. I was hoping I could get them to mess up, but they don't. They just protect it. One rook out the way, again, exerting pressure on this knight. They move their queen here to protect it and also attack this, tying out my queen for the time being. Rook goes here, trying to take this pawn as the knight is pinned to the king, so they wouldn't be able to move. Queen drops back. Queen over, attacking the pawn again. Knight in, and pawn to f5. I knew they were going to en passant, but I just needed to open up a little bit, honestly. Or not en passant, I'm sorry, take it. But I needed to open this up. I needed to get this diagonal. As you'll see, I'll take, king over, and now I needed to have this side of the board opened up. So maybe f5 wasn't necessary, but that was my thought process. Like, I'm not saying it was right, but that's what I was thinking. To go here, looking there. You see, I keep finding some of the better moves in the position. Albeit I'm losing, I didn't give up quite yet. And this is where I thought the game was over. I thought I had nothing left. I got rook e3, I got queen to d5, and then I'm like, wait a minute. Wait. Queen to h4. Now, I see the eval bar. I will say, if you try and find the best move, like pause the video if you're watching, try and find the best move. The best move is knight to f6. Knight to f6. This is not supernatural. I don't know who in this position looking at this is going to just move their knight. Now, some people could. Obviously, it's possible. But I think with the minute left, it's kind of, I don't want to say unfair to them because that's just the game. But it's kind of unrealistic, honestly, for them to find that. I didn't see it. They didn't see it for a reason. It is a hard move. They go rook here to f3. I take the knight, and now I have a chance to draw the game. But I actually have a chance to win the game because they mess up after e7. And this is mate in 3, rook to e2 check, and queen to e1 checkmate. Now, obviously, this is not the best game ever. I messed up in the beginning, but a lot of people resign when they're down early in the game. People have played me and done that, but I just don't think you should. I think that you should stick with it and make them earn the win. Like, you'll lose anyways. You'll get some more experience playing down, because if you ever play in a real-life tournament, it does happen, and you can't, like, quit the game because you're down a piece over. I mean, you can resign over the board, but it's no point. Like, you're paying for tournaments most of the time. So yeah, this is a game. Hope you enjoyed my breakdown. Respect the resilience. And yeah, make sure you subscribe if you liked the video, and have a good one.